Today we're going to check out what's in my bag. Hi, I'm Paul and this is The Golf Show. It's only taken me till June, but I finally got my 2022 setup all done. So we're going to check out what's in my bag today. We're going to look at the clubs and we're going to check out my yardages. So let's start with the putter. Now this is my Scotty Cameron. That might be a surprise. If you've been watching The Golf Show recently, I really enjoyed the Ping Tine Seat centre shafted putter with a beautiful insert, but I just found that was just a bit difficult to get taken away online, which is so important to me. So the Scotty Cameron's gone back in. I was fitted for this in an episode of The Golf Show, as you know. I'll put the link to that below. This is 34 inches. It's a standard setup, but I did go through the full fitting. This is the Phantom X 11.5. They do the 11. I tested them both out at Halifax. If you remember on the episode of The Golf Show, I'll put a link to that now. The 11.5 is the toe hang version. The 11 is more the face balance one. Within a couple of swings, I knew the toe hang was right for me. I always used to use the Scotty Cameron blade putter, so this was a bit more like one of those, but obviously with the stability of the mallet. What I have just put on here though is a new grip. That's pretty funky, isn't it? These would normally come with the grey Pistolero Plus grips, which I found just a little bit shiny, especially when it was wet, whereas this has just got a bit of texture to it. Unfortunately, the Ping didn't last. I really enjoyed that putter. If you remember, I tested that out on this episode of The Golf Show, and I'll put a link to that below, but this baby has gone back in the bag. As I started with the putter, I'm going to start at that end of the bag and kick off with my wedges. I've just got my new 2 PXG wedges, 56 degrees. If you remember last week, I tested this against my old PXG wedge. This is the C grind. These are 5x milled steel. Got the Elevate wedge shaft in there. This shaft has got a cord that runs through it to dampen some vibrations when you hit it. And I've got my mid-sized grips on there. If you're interested in seeing me getting fitted for these, check out this episode of The Golf Show. Of course, I'll put a link below. Adjustable weights in here. I think this is really the future of irons and wedges. PXG have obviously done that for a while. You can have heavier weights in there. They can move these weights around. Very good looking club. But then they want to be, because they are £389 each. So the C grind 56. Got a narrower sole. It's designed to work through firm turf, and it'll also let you open it up a bit more. So this is the Sugar Daddy 250. This has been bent to 49 degrees for me, so this should go 100 yards. Same grip, same shaft. Obviously got the weights in there as well. So this is designed for, you know, more softer turf. This is going to be great for getting out of a deep bunker if you want to use one of these in there, as they come in a variety of lofts. So that's my second wedge. So I've gone from 56 degrees with 10 degrees of bounce to 49 degrees, because this is bent one strong, with 13 degrees of bounce. Now into my irons, got my pitching wedge. Had this 2 years. This is the 0311T. If you're wondering what the numbers are on the PXG clubs, because they've all got a number, it's because their founder, Dr. Bob Parsons, is an ex-US Marine. And the US Marine have a code number depending on what your role is. So the 311 is the rifleman. We'll talk about other codes as we go through, because some of them are really cool. I've had these bent to 3 degrees upright when I was fitted. There is an episode where you can see me getting these bent as well, so I'll put a link to there. Gosh, I'm pushing some of the back episodes today. Maybe I should do that more often. 2 years old, still plenty of life in these. I think I'm going to keep these for another year or so. These are the Generation 2, Generation 5 have just dropped. Maybe when Gen 6 come out, that could be time to upgrade. I've got the Accurate composite shafts in here. These have been a revolution for me. When I first got these, I was really suffering with tennis elbow, and these composite shafts have really helped out with that. I've got the same shafts and the same heads on the rest of my iron set, the 0311T. The T was designed for better players, so I'm surprised I was fitted for those, but there we go. I did have a full fitting for these. I've had the same fitter at PXG for everything I've done, Lawrence, and he's been brilliant. He knows my game inside and out, and that's really valuable and important to me. All of these are bent to the same angle. I go from 9 iron now, I'm out of my wedges, down to a 5 iron. The 5 iron is as low as I go in the iron set. Okay, next up is this beauty. This is my driving iron. This is one of the PXG Gen 5 range. These haven't been out long. This is in the extreme dark finish. You can get the wedges with the extreme dark finish, and the coating on them is meant to be sort of laser thin, really good and not going to scuff up. This hasn't really scuffed, but I think I get away with this because it's got the black shaft on it with it being a driving iron. I think if you had a chrome shaft in there with a black head, my personal view is that black head might just look a bit too clunky, a bit too big. Again, this one's got the adjustable weight technology in there, milled steel. I did do the world's first review of one of these on YouTube, so you can see that in this episode here. Of course, the link will go down below. Use this a lot when I play links golf, but I like it in the bag. It's absolutely brilliant for getting out of trouble from the trees as well. But very strong looking club. Be interesting when I do the yardages in a minute, see how far that goes compared to my hybrid. This is my PXG hybrid. Again, it's generation 2, generation 5 just come out, 22 degrees there. This is the 317 model. The 317 being the US military code for the sniper. I love my hybrids. Use this off the tee, round the green, off the deck loads, out of rough quite a lot too. But really nice club, got a nice shaft in here, got the Fujikura Pro 2.0. As I say, it's been interesting to see how far this goes compared to that driving iron, because maybe I should swap them in and out when I play links golf, but I do like the driving iron, it's new and shiny, so that's gone in the bag, which is why my most lofted wedge is only 56 degrees. Right, there's a few subscribers with this head cover, but that's my team. It's my dad's fault, he bought me the wrong bag when I was 5. Okay, this is the PXG Gen 2 341, 341 being the mortarman that's going to fire the mortars at the enemy. I've got the 5 wood and the 3 wood in these. Really enjoying 5 woods at the moment. They're not a club I've played extensively. In fact, in an episode a while ago, I said it's probably my least used club. I did think when I was fitted for the driving iron, this might come out of the bag, but it goes a little bit further than it. Again, adjustable weights there. Got the even flow blue shaft in there. I'm really enjoying using this club at the moment. I was struggling with this a while back, and I went to see Lawrence at PXG, and he took the shaft out and then just turned it around. There's a little taper at the end of the shaft which allows you to make it more upright or flatter. So he's done that, and as always, it's worked its magic, and I'm really enjoying using this beauty out on the course. So last but not least is the big dog. Or should I say, the big silver fox. Okay, this is the PXG Generation 4 now, so it's 2 generations on from my fairways. The new Gen 5s have just dropped. This is the 0811X. In US Marine Code, the 0811 is the Cannoneer, so it's going to be firing those things a long way. Love that, frames the face really nice, and I think that also draws your eyes down to the ball. I've tested this against a lot of other drivers recently. This is still the one for me. Maybe when the Gen 6 ones come out and I'm going to get some new irons, I'm going to try this out. If you want to watch me getting fitted for this, you can check it out on this episode of the Golf Show here. I'll put a link down below. Now the prices of these have come down drastically from when I first got them. This has got the KBS shaft in it. This shaft was a £200 upcharge, but it's absolutely perfect for me. Obviously got the adjustable weights in there as well, and I've got the big chunky Golf Pride grips on there. Okay, enough talk, let's hit some balls and see what my yardages are for 2022. I'm going to hit 3 shots with each club to give me a good average. I'm going to check out the carry distance and the roll. So first up is a 56-degree wedge. $85, do we think? Not a bad guess. 83. Testing these with the same ball I'm going to use out on the course this year. I'll tell you what that ball is a little bit later. Oh, that was nearly on the line. I hope I'm hitting them these straight on the course in about an hour's time. Lovely. Seven iron now. Now this is a really interesting test. I last did a gap test in January 2021 and I think I've lost about 10 yards with every club. I mean, I'm using the Wilson ball now rather than the Titleist AVX. Maybe that's it. They're all pretty consistent there. A couple of outliers with the 8 iron, but what you've also got to remember is when you're changing clubs, different club manufacturers have different lofts. So a 7 iron in a Callaway might be 3 or 4 degrees stronger than a 7 iron in a Titleist or a PXG. So people change club manufacturers and they say they're hitting it further, but really your new 7 iron is like a 6 iron. Interesting stuff to think about. Okay, here's the 7 iron. $160. I've never written this straight in my life. I've turned up today for once. Yes, this still is the golf show and it's still Paul. 5 iron. This used to go 200 yards. Let's see what we can get out of this now. Bit right. $195. Okay. The driving iron, 18 degrees, 2 iron loft. $198. $224. Next up, the PXG 3-wood, 15 degrees. $245. Data from all those shots so far, just the driver to go. I'll work out the averages a bit later on. It's such a sunny day here in York for a change, and it is June. We're going to head out onto the course now and we're going to measure the driver using the Garmin G80 approach. I think when I'm hitting out on the course as well to a definite target with some decent balls, you're a little bit more focused. With some of these, you know, I was just hitting, I'm really interested in the distances today rather than where they go. So we're going to head out onto the course now and enjoy some of the sunshine. Okay, last but not least, the driver. I'm on the 18th hole here at Fulford off the championship tees. Let's see what the big dog can do. Take that one later. 231 carry, 257 altogether. Bit left, good strike though. 240 carry, 266. Yeah, let's pop back inside and work out the averages. Okay, so I'm teeing off in an hour, so I've changed to my carry bag. We've done the hardware. What else do I carry in my bag? I've got 2 alignment sticks with a nice little Golf Show cover. Always got a nice quality towel there, one that's going to dry out pretty quickly. In terms of golf balls this year, I am gaming the Wilson Triad. I reviewed these a few weeks ago, really like them. These feel fantastic coming off the putter. I think they're great with all the clubs. I may have lost a little bit of distance with the AVX, maybe 5 yards per club, but I'm really enjoying these, so I'm going to stick with these for a little while. I love this. This is my scorecard holder and yardage book. Got your scorecard in there. Get your yardage books in. The guys at Hazard Golf made me this. Absolutely brilliant quality. Love it. I use a Bushnell. I think these are the most accurate. Carry one of those whenever I play. Got a little first aid kit with a bite, pain antihistamine, ibuprofen, some plasters, those kind of things. When you're reviewing as many new pairs of golf shoes as I am, you need to carry some plasters around. Got some resistance bands, you know, a man of my age needs to warm up pre-round. Got a lovely little Fulford Golf Club tote bag there, nice picture of the 8th. All the visitors to Fulford who pay a full fee get one of these. Look, that's my phone out on the course. Got 2 pitch mark repairers. You'll carry a pitch mark repairer, don't you? This is a Scotty camera one, this is a Tag Heuer one that came with the watch. Pretty posh, eh? And this is really important to me. This is my pitch marker. Those are my son Zach's handprints when he was very small. And on the back was his signature when he was very small. I mark the putts that way around, then if I have to move my ball for my playing partner, I put it that way around so I know I've moved the ball. And last but not least, my selfie stick and tripod. Got a really nice light one here, great for when I'm filming around the course. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the episode and you're interested to see what I've got in my bag. If you did, give us a like and we'll see you next time on The Golf Show. I hope you enjoyed the episode of The Golf Show. To watch another, click here. To subscribe, click here.